Well, we got a long way to go, that's for sure. I give Austin and Nicholls State a lot of credit for their kids coming in here and, playing fearless and playing aggressive. Got it to 14 or whatever the deficit was for them, and their kids kept battling. And, as I said before, we have to get a lot better in a hurry. And hopefully tonight was a little dose of reality for some of our guys. Questions?
Chris, was this about what you were expecting, how your team, I know you had 2 exhibition games, but against regular competition, was it what you expected and how things played out?
Well, I thought early on we had nerves. I thought, we had 7 turnovers probably in the first 4 or 5 minutes and ended up with 6 for the rest of the game. And those turnovers, by and large, in the very beginning, weren't because of the pressure, at least full court pressure. But, just our ability to catch the ball and pass the ball to one another in those first 5 or 6 minutes, probably nerves. I thought we did a much better job of taking care of the ball from there on out. Who knows what to expect? And that's part of taking over a new program and new personalities. But there were some occasions on the floor tonight that I didn't like what I saw. With our attention to detail, our toughness on the defensive end, on the glass. But game 1, we got to learn from it and get better because of it.
Coach, it seemed like there were limited touches inside in the first half, but in the second half, you seemed to have the big men duck in quicker and work a little bit more quickly to get the ball down low. Were you happy with that in the second half?
Well, I thought in the first half, the few times we tried to get it in, our guys couldn't hold on to the ball. And that doesn't necessarily give you a ton of confidence when you're a post feeder if that guy's not securing the basketball. I also thought that a few times that we had guys open in the post and we're getting the ball deflected as if there's no defender in front of us. And so, as you're a post player, you can only hold your seal for so long. And so we've got to do a better job of being able to, slip that thing in there when he's open. I thought in the second half we did a much better job. We wore him down between Malik and Steven, who played a lot better in the second half than he did in the first. But, we have to be a team that can throw it into those guys.
Chris, did you want to particularly early make it a half-court game? It seemed like they sped you up in the second half. That's how they kept getting back into it in the second half.
Well, I don't necessarily control that, the other team's coach. So if they're going to press, then we want to attack the score. And, we made a couple we got to the free throw line a few times because, we had an attacking mentality against the press. We made one time there was a charge call. Could have gone either way. But, we don't want to give a team a free press. We're not going to be the team that brings it over half court, takes a big sigh of relief, and now hands off to our point guard and runs offense. When you do that, you just entice the defense to press harder. So we took what the defense gave us. Unfortunately, on the defensive end for us, we weren't near where we need to be.
Raise your hand. We'll get a mic to you. Anyone? There.
Coach, it's been a heck of a year for you. Back in January, you became the all-time winningest coach at your alma mater, 215 wins there. Now you got your first win here at Louisville. How does it feel?
Not very good, I'll be honest with you. Doesn't feel very good. I don't think we played very well. I don't think we were very tough. And, we got tougher games coming. So I'm happy that we won, but I'm not certainly happy the way that we won. And, we got to figure it out.
Coach, when Nicholls made that run, it seemed like you wanted to see your team kind of work through it. You didn't call any timeouts to kind of stem the tide. Is that just a philosophical thing for you?
You're right. You're right. I didn't call a timeout. Armchair quarterbacks can call timeout and you go back out on the floor and they can hit another 3. So I want our guys to figure it out. I want to learn about our team. And I felt like it wasn't needed at the time.
I mentioned the free throws earlier. It is, with going to line 50, whatever time number you win, the game is stopping a lot. What's to be said, your guys did make a bunch of free throws that took advantage of that. It hadn't always been the case here, but probably won the game just from that standpoint.
Yeah, Eric, I thought in the second half we were much stronger with the ball against their pressure. I thought specifically Darius in the last couple minutes in a few of the traps didn't turn the ball over against double teams, and I'm sure that there's some inadvertent fouling going on, and he didn't use that as a crutch. And he was able to wiggle out of there and either find the open man or take the foul. And then I believe we have a good free throw shooting team. I don't know how many teams in the country will have a center that can go to the line and go 11 for 11. And that was despite him not really playing well in the first half. So it was good to see. I do believe that we're a good foul shooting team. So hopefully that trend continues.
Chris, on the Jefferson threes, a couple of them, you had a guy there with a hand, I think Ryan twice and maybe Jordan, but it seemed like there was space. Was that what you were kind of the teaching point? I saw you at the break.
Yeah, I mean, the kid had 0 points at half. He's coming off a 28-point game. Said to the guys in the locker room at halftime, you don't think he's going to come out with an itchy trigger finger, and he did. And if a guy hits one, I think you have to adjust as a defender. If your hands are down when you close out and then you challenge the shot, it's really, for a good shooter, you're really not being challenged. It's really not a contested shot. It might look like it, and you can have that false hand up after he follows through, but a good shooter, if he has a clean look when he catches the ball, is going to feel good about the shot. And Ryan's hands both times were down. And, if he's not the quickest guy in the world, that can't be an excuse. He has to have his hands up, especially when a guy is, pulling the trigger, time after time after time.
Any other questions for Coach? Thank you.
Thanks.